Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0137 refers to a fault within the secondary heated oxygen sensor, HO2S, specifically indicating that the circuit is producing a low voltage reading. The secondary HO2S is crucial for monitoring the exhaust gas after it has passed through the catalytic converter, helping ensure optimal performance and emissions control. Typically, you can find this sensor mounted along the exhaust system downstream of the catalytic converter. If it fails, it may signal to the engine control unit, ECU, that the engine is operating inefficiently or that emissions are exceeding normal levels. This DTC is confirmed when the onboard diagnostic system detects this low voltage condition. Gathering comprehensive vehicle diagnostics is essential before proceeding with troubleshooting to assess other potentially faulting components that could contribute to high emissions or reduced engine performance. The secondary HO2S oxygen sensor 2 plays a vital role in the vehicle's emissions control system by measuring the oxygen content of the exhaust gases that exit the catalytic converter. Located downstream, it assesses how effectively the converter is functioning and ensures the engine is operating at optimal levels. It sends a voltage signal to the engine control module, ECM, based on the oxygen levels it detects. If this reading is abnormally low, the ECM triggers the P0137 DTC, indicating that the secondary HO2S circuit is not responding within the normal voltage threshold, resulting in potential emissions issues. Understanding this error is crucial for diagnosing and rectifying the problem efficiently. Initial verification of the problem is essential, which includes confirming the DTC status via Honda Diagnostic System, HDS tools. Several possible causes can lead to DTC P0137 being flagged in the system. One prominent cause is poor electrical connections at the secondary HO2S, which may prevent a proper voltage signal from being sent to the ECM. Loose terminals can also hinder this communication, potentially leading to intermittent signal loss. Furthermore, physical damage to the secondary HO2S itself can occur, either from environmental factors or wear over time, making it necessary to test its integrity. Lastly, there may also be wiring issues elsewhere in the system, including shorts that could impact the voltage readings. Diagnosing these factors accurately is paramount for effective repair and to prevent recurrence of the error. The symptoms of DTC P0137 can manifest in various noticeable ways. One of the most immediate signs is an increase in vehicle emissions, which can lead to failing an emissions test. You might also notice a decline in engine performance, such as rough idling or diminished acceleration, as the engine struggles without proper oxygen feedback from the secondary HO2S. Additionally, an illuminated check engine light is typically one of the first indications drivers will see when the vehicle's onboard diagnostics detect this fault. Addressing the symptoms early on not only helps in maintaining vehicle performance, but also ensures compliance with environmental regulations. In the first troubleshooting step for DTC P0137, begin by putting the vehicle into the on mode without starting the engine. Once this is done, clear the existing DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Following this, start the engine and allow it to idle, maintaining the engine speed at approximately 3,000 RPM, either with the continuously variable transmission, CVT, in park or neutral for manual transmissions. This process helps to simulate various operating conditions that could lead to the illumination of the error. As the engine runs, monitor the OBD, onboard diagnostics, status through the HDS for the status of DTC P0137. If the HDS indicates a failed status for the DTC, document the findings to proceed with further troubleshooting. For troubleshooting step 2, first, turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode to ensure safety during the disconnection process. Next, disconnect the secondary HO2S 4P connector. This connector is where the oxygen sensor communicates with the ECM. After disconnecting, utilize a jumper wire to connect the terminals A and B of the secondary HO2S 4P connector, specifically terminals number 1 and number 2. This action will allow you to bypass the sensor temporarily and test the voltage directly. With the vehicle now set to the on mode, proceed to check the relevant parameters through the HDS, particularly looking at the voltage output known as HO2S S2. In this step, begin by turning the vehicle to the off-lock mode and carefully remove the jumper wire from the secondary HO2S 4P connector to revert back to a normal operational state. Once the jumper is disconnected, switch the vehicle to the on mode again. Now, check the HO2S S2 values using the HDS and look for a voltage output of around 5.0 volts. This voltage is the expected threshold for normal operation. If the current conditions match this threshold, the circuit appears to be functioning correctly, and you can proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If not, further investigation into the wiring and connections will be necessary. During troubleshooting step 4, begin by turning the vehicle to the off-lock mode to safely continue. Jump the SCS, Service Check Signal line, using the HDS tool, which will enable you to assess the wiring continuity effectively. Next, disconnect the PCM, Powertrain Control Module, Connector B, which consists of 51 pins. Following this, you will need to check for continuity between the designated test points within the wiring. Specifically, connect test point number 1 from the PCM connector B number 40 to a body ground. If there's continuity, it indicates a short in the SO2SG/SO2SG line, pointing towards a wiring issue between the PCM and the secondary HO2S, requiring repair. If continuity is absent, then the wiring itself might be okay, and further steps to update the PCM become necessary. In the final troubleshooting step, start again with the vehicle in the off-lock mode. Just like the previous step, jump the SCS line with the HDS tool to check the conditions of the wiring. After this, disconnect the PCM connector B again. Similar to before, check for continuity. This time, between test point 1 from the PCM connector B number 17 and the body ground. A confirmed continuity at this stage indicates there's a fault in the SO2 wire specifically, which runs between the PCM and the secondary HO2S that would necessitate repair. In contrast, if continuity does not exist, it suggests that the wiring itself is likely fine, leading to the recommendation of updating the PCM software or replacing the PCM entirely if necessary. Finally, after completing all necessary repairs and replacements, it is crucial to perform a final verification to ensure that the repair has resolved the DTC P0137 issue. First, confirm that the DTC has been cleared from the system using the HDS. After clearing, check for the readiness monitors to ensure that all system criteria have been met and no additional codes are present. Finally, it's best practice to perform a road test of the vehicle while monitoring the parameters of the secondary HO2S, verifying proper function under normal driving conditions. This post-repair testing not only provides confidence in repairs made, but also prevents unnecessary future complications stemming from unresolved error codes. Preventive maintenance is vital in ensuring that DTC P0137 does not recur in the future. Regular checks of the secondary HO2S should be integrated into the vehicle's maintenance schedule. This includes inspecting the wiring harness for signs of wear, damage, or corrosion, which can lead to electrical faults. Additionally, maintaining the integrity of the exhaust system is essential, since factors affecting exhaust flow can influence the performance of the sensor. Keeping the vehicle's software updated is also an important part of preventive care, as manufacturers provide software revisions that can enhance sensor efficiency and overall vehicle performance. By adhering to a proactive maintenance plan, you can prolong sensor life and improve the vehicle's emission performance. In conclusion, understanding DTC P0137 is critical for maintaining the health and performance of your Honda HRV from 2016 to 2022. Recognizing the implications of low voltage from the secondary HO2S can prevent larger, more expensive issues related to emissions and engine performance. By following effective troubleshooting steps, including verifying DTCs, examining connections, and checking wiring integrity, you can systematically identify and remedy the root cause of the error. Moreover, implementing routine preventive maintenance measures will not only help in addressing the current issue, but also in sustaining the overall efficiency of the vehicle in the long run. Adhering to these practices ensures compliance with emission standards while also contributing to a better driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.